So, your 6-year-old wants to be Maverick for Halloween, but not just the costume, he wants the jet.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
The first thing I need to do is find some references, and I went online and I found this picture, and I also still have my 1989 Hasbro Flying Fighters F-14 Tomcat from when I was a kid. Pretty sweet, right? Next, I scaled it up to life size, and this is when I ran into my first problem. The jet was too skinny to fit a kid inside, so my solution was basically just to extend it, widen it by 11 inches. Next, I moved outside to start cutting out pieces, and I chose to use the pink insulation foam board. I think that'll be nice and sturdy, but also lightweight so he can walk with it. Now that I've got the main pieces cut out, I need to find a way to make the wings extend and retract, because let's be honest, an F-14 is not an F-14 unless it has retractable wings. After a lot of cutting, shaping, and configuring, I was able to get the wings to move exactly the way I wanted. And now comes the tricky part, figuring out a way that Ashton can move them from inside the costume. And the best I could come up with was brake cables from a kid's bicycle. I used 4 cables, 2 on each side, 1 for opening, 1 for closing, and then I cut grooves in the foam board to lay the cables in and secure them down. That way when you pull the cables from the inside, it will move the wings back and forth. Once the cables were in place, I coated them with construction adhesive to hold everything down. At this point, I haven't exactly figured out how Ashton's gonna pull the cords from inside the jet, but that's a problem I'll figure out later. Next, I was able to glue the 3 pieces together and wait. And let me tell you, there was a lot of waiting for glue to dry during this project. But you can finally start to see what this thing's gonna look like. And that feels like a good place to stop for part 1 of our F-14 build. Make sure and hit the follow button, come back to part 2, where we start to bring this jet to life.